That look and you know people have bad news to tell you. I guess they had to cut this trip short. Really, nigga? Man, if you don't get your camera, bruh, get out of here, man. Shit. That's a spear in his chest.
Get down, get down. Wait.
Oh my god. Who? My skin. Do not show that on the screen again, please. Is it what happened to her? Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the final episode of Gomorrah. Season 5 has been a blast so far. It might not be the best season of the show. Might not be the best season. At least I don't think it is. Now that we're in the final episode, I can say for sure that it's not my favorite season. I don't think it's the best season of the show. That's not to say that it's not good enough to stay up with the Gomorrah standard. I'm enjoying it a lot. As I said, there's certain things that happen in this season that I don't agree with, but nonetheless, they made the most of where they wanted to go with the series, I believe. So I'll definitely be talking about this final season and the seasons before as well in my review of the entire series after this episode. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It will be a long talk, okay, of my review of the entire Gomorrah series. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the reactions, man. Thank you guys for coming along with this on this journey with me. I will be reacting to some more Italian mafia, whatever you want to call it, crime stuff in the future. So don't think that I'm done with Italian media. After this, some people have suggested some show. What I would suggest for you guys to do is all the suggestions before. I have written them down, but I do want to have a refresher just in case. If you have suggested a show before and you're watching this reaction, make sure to suggest that show again, just in case I missed anything under this video in the comment section. Please put it in there, okay? You know, I don't want to have to go back and look to see if I miss anything. So if you had a show that you suggested before that you want me to take into consideration for reaction, put it in the comment section under this video. Let's jump into the final episode of Gomorrah. Guys, thank you guys so much once again. I appreciate y'all for all 100, 200 of y'all that's been clicking on these videos every time they come out each week. I thank you guys. All right, let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review.
Lo sai, Azu? A un certo punto ci credevo più. Pensavo aveva perso per sempre.
She's worried for him.
E invece manca così poco. E sono così felice. Tenevi ragione tu. Nada vita è possibile. E voglio fare solo un meglio per voi. Quando staremo all'altra parte del mondo sarà una cosa diversa. Lo prometto.
What's going on? Is he having a panic attack? Did she do this? I don't understand. Or this is part of the plan. It seems like this is part of the plan. I wonder if this is Ciro's guys coming to pick him up, or she's trying to save him.
Donna Azu, ci sta la macchina a bascia, è pronto per accompagnare.
Non c'è bisogno. Vado in ambulanza con lui.
I think this is part of the plan. It's either this is part of the plan, and these are Ciro's guys, or, you know what I'm saying? It's either that, or she's trying to save him. That's all I can think. The only thing that I can think of.
Voglio andare da mio figlio.
Oh, portano.
Dove sta Pietro?
Yep, part of the plan.
Non potevo fare chissà.
Se ti tradisce chi dà mi faccio un male. Finalmente ti è scedato. La medicina che tiene in corpo è come avvelena. Ma stava sbagliato o si poteva morire. Però moglie è stata brava.
Perdonami, Genà.
Mi fate buono. Pietro viene prima di tutte cose. Dove sta la figlia?
Ma tu stavi tu, stai su lì. Ma ogni cosa tempo suo. Da sta storia nessuno dava fretta. La prima cosa la gente. E riuscirà tutto quanto che si è fornuta. Che sa vastana sono fornuta. A così finalmente le può dire che il figlio del re è morto per mano non figlio di nessuno.
E la roba?
La roba e te ce ne abbiamo a pigliare figli. A così se moglie te sono libera. E te ne puoi ingoppare a quella bella barca che ti è cattata.
Che garanzie tenga?
Tu non tieni nessuna garanzia.
I have no guarantees, dude.
Oh, me merda. Ti posso vedere in faccia finalmente. Tu hai ucciso l'amore della vita mia, ma non ti è bastato. Hai sfrigiato la tomba sua e che il tuo figlio non sta. E ti voglio vedere morire sotto agli occhi miei. E a soffrire. E a sentire le lacrime di moglie che prova quello che ho provato io.
Come vedete quello che faccio per un messaggio fatto? Non vi scordate che stanotte sta ancora una cosa a fare.
O sacci fa quello che ha fame a roppi se tu mia. E per essere sicuro che ti ricorda, ma pigliai come garanzia. A da sta con me. Fino a quando non è arrivato un momento.
Ma tutte cose buone. Te l'ho promesso. Stai tranquillo.
A very particular situation right now. I don't know.
Ci vedremo là.
La prima volta che sono trasuto qua dentro era solo una creatura. Senza niente, senza nessuno. Tutto quanto mi dicevano che stava nascendo in impero. Che avesse portato benessere, guadagno a noi e a famiglia nostra. Stava stana. Sono cresciuto con loro. Per loro sono stato soldato. Per tanti anni ho rischiato la pelle, combattente voi. Ma mo' è fornuto. Tutto quanto noi. E guardate Rosì mi è arrivata. E stanotte ci dice pure chi è stata nemica, che è venuto qua, annanzi a noi. Pesate nucchia.
Io sono uno savastano. Nato per comandare a Ciro e fa sordo. Solo io saccio quello che ci passato per mi far rispettare. Per essere degno del nome che portavo. Poi è arrivato Ciro di Marzo in da vita mia. Isso per me è stato un padre, un frate, un nemico. Ci siamo passati in bocca e sparato in cuore. Ma tutto questo ormai è passato. E oggi in poi secondo gli anni non appartiene più ai Savastano. E oggi in poi appartiene a voi. Appartiene a te.
Stanotte nasce un regno nuovo. La rinascita nostra comincia qua. Io mi raccomando, fino a quando non dormo questa cosa, ma una voce. Verrò qua.
It's real interesting. I don't want to say much. I still don't know how it's gonna go down. So we're just doing field trips now? What
La
the?
speranza che teniamo. Ci volevamo mangiare un mondo. Ma sto mondo si è mangiato a noi.
No, they really have some really cool drone shots in this show.
Forse tu ti hai scordato chi eri per te.
Io ti tengo ancora a botte che mi hai sparato quando ti hai salvato la vita. Che me la ricordo tutti i giorni, tu che sei.
Essere tua macira. Isciunata se la merda. E azzurri e pietra essere liberi per sempre. Me le promettere, Ciro.
Io a te non ti già promettere niente.
Sei innocente.
Pure figli per innocente. Firmate qua. Da gitta firmate. State d'accordo?
L'ordine di Savastano sta in mano mia.
Da fa programma monacia. Non fammi come te non campano assai.
Indeed. Oh, you gotta go through with it, Ciro. You can't come this far now. I know you probably did not want to end up in this position, but here we are.
Vai.
Ma da ci chiusa la porta che lo culo a Garriga pensava essere libera. Finalmente era venuto tempo e lacrime perché lo frate che pensava per aver accisa. E che invece mi era solo abbandonato. Invece sai come mi sono sentito? Sola. Con loro che buttava un corpo stesso che sia andato mo. La solitudine mia sarà la stessa tua.
Ti stai sbagliando. Con loro che hai sentito te giorni in coppa pelle perché le che hai fatto la famiglia mia. Invece mi sento sulla pace.
E ora ci porta sta pace, Ciro.
Te, insieme. Fine a fine.
Dottor Sellero,
Sì?
una cosa.
Dica.
E se mi accompagna a fatica?
Noi magari nessuno si fa male.
La famiglia vostra non vi da preoccupare. La compagna mi rimane qua con loro. Quando abbiamo fornuto io chiamo, se ne va e tutto torna a posto. Perché non teniamo tempo a perdere.
Dammi ciao, via. Oh, dammi ciao.
Mo vediamo.
They're going to pick up Pietro.
Che ne da facciamo con Trasaint? Pensa alla famiglia tua. E birgatta cosa va buona.
Muoviti.
Pasqua, c'è qualche problema?
Nessun problema. Vai a prendere Pietro Savastano, subito.
Ma così non va buono.
Come vuoi da dentro?
Questo chi è?
Ti prego, Tommaso, fai quello che ti ho chiesto.
Ma che cazzo fai? Io chiamo la polizia. Tu chiamo papà nessuno, strunz. Trasaint, fammi presto, guarda, fammi presto. Pure tu, vai.
Sì,
A dove?
di là.
Vai, va. Cammina. Cammina.
Non mi aiuta. Se qualcosa va storto, siamo fottuti tutto quanto.
Io sono già fottuto. Hai capito ancora? Quando chiamo cazzo. Non si finisce più.
Is him and Totem is in the car, right? I'm laughing because Lil Monk is such a punk, dude. He's such a punk. It's like, where are you going? Stopping me from attacking you right now. How do you not come out holding your gun like, you know what I'm saying? Just get mollywopped.
Dopo ci prima roba. Cari Ciro, un momento è arrivato. Lui ti va da in coppa a spiaggia. Sapete che la cata fa?
Does she have other motives? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Prepara la macchina, potremmo partire. Ciro ha chiamato, creatura sta qui. Chiama. Ma porta a avere un marito vostro per l'ultima volta prima che muore. Che è? A me gennare che questa opportunità non me l'ha data.
Eppure si l'accerita che cagna.
E proprio perché non posso cagnare quello che è successo, non voglio vendicare.
Io non so Gennaro. Lo potete credere. Se ci lasciate andare non ci vedete più. Lo prometto. Pietro ha bisogno di suo padre. Voi siete madre. Lo potete capire.
I don't think she cares.
Non so che mamma ha troppo tempo e un sentimento che non mi ricorda. Essere figlia a noi è una condanna, pure se sia ancora un'anima innocente.
Vi sbagliate. Io a Pietro lo porterò lontano da questo schifo.
E quando si fa questa domanda, ero stupato, nonna, che le dice? Ma ero più sangue che comanda. E a chi non ti può salvare. Chiama.
I mean, eventually he's gonna find out, you know, about his lineage, one way or the other, when he grows up. Okay, so he gets his son back. No, that is a checkpoint of sorts. Roadblock. Yo! Hey, yo! Was this Ciro's plan? To take her out? Oh, so he's letting them go?
Ciro, non ci azzeccare niente. E mi ha voluto bene, spara a me. Oh,
There's no way Ciro kills this kid. There's no way.
Senti lo stesso male che sente pure io. Pure tu vuoi perdere la cosa che tieni più cara.
There's no way you do this, Ciro. No way.
Ciro,
Jenny had nothing to
lasciami
do with
io.
your daughter getting killed. God damn it.
Questa è la differenza fra me e te. E volevo che tu capivi. Che tu puoi continuare a stendere la torre alla carne figlia. La GTA da venne.
che cazzo è, Ciro?
Vai, fammi presto, vai veloce! Vai!
Vedi
What are these cops?
L'unica persona che mi ha da proteggere sto chi? Vedi...
Who the hell are these people? Okay.
Vai, vai, vai!
Damn. How many of them left? Now, who are these people? Is this... Fuck. Why did you come from cover? He thought he was the last one. He ends up dying in the end. There's still more of them? Or it's just Breeze. In the end, still alone. They did say that they were gonna head to the beach, so they knew about. Yeah, because I remember she told her men to let's get to the beach. It's gotta be her men that was trying to. Oh! Where did that come from? Damn. That's it. Wow. See if there's anything else to it. Let's roll credits. Deep breath. All right. Let's talk about Gomorrah. Woo! I don't know where to start. This show has been good since the beginning. Since the first episode I watched, I was into it, immersed into the world. I've talked about how the decisions they make when it comes on to the direction of the episodes is just great. You know? Everything about this series was well done. The way how it was filmed, the acting was incredible. I'm no stranger to foreign media, right? If you guys have been around the channel long enough, you know that I've watched Korean media. I've watched, like Korean TV shows. I've watched Chinese TV shows, all in their native language with subtitles, right? And now venture into the Italian stuff after I watched The Sopranos. So I'm gonna tell you guys right here, right now, right? Gomorrah is a better show than Sopranos. I know a lot of people they watch The Sopranos. They think it's the greatest TV show ever. I don't think so. I've watched it, and The Sopranos is not even in my top 5 currently. Right? It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a great TV show, but Gomorrah is better than it. It's better than it. I don't know if Gomorrah is gonna end up in my top 5 TV shows of all time, but it's definitely in my top 10 now, and I'm gonna tell you guys why in a moment here. Right? So, Gomorrah has been, if not one of the most compelling stories, real, gritty stories that I've ever watched. Like, I'm talking about, throughout the journey, people has told me, hey, The Godfather glorifies the life in a way, like more like a gentleman kind of thing. The way how it's not even as Italian as it should be. You get what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a watered down version of what the mafia is actually like in Italy. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about The Sopranos, and don't get me wrong, it's still gruesome, it's still evil, it's still, you know what I'm saying, organized crime. It's still all of those things. The mafia that we've come to know, right, in America and heard of, you know what I'm saying, Capone, you know what I'm saying, those people that we've heard about in the history of America and the Italian mafia in America, right? The stuff that you guys have told me about what's going on in Italy with the mafia over there, that shit is on a whole new level of what I could ever dreamed it could be. You get what I'm saying? It's on a whole another level. You know what I mean? So just sitting here talking about Gomorrah and thinking about everything that transpired in this, and knowing that this is so close to the reality, and the reality is worse than what they portray in the show, is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Such a gritty story. What I think this story was about, because I like to draw things from whatever I watch. I like to learn things from whatever I watch. You know, I'm not a criminal. I don't think I'll ever venture out into that world. You get what I'm saying? For money, for power, for none of it. Right? I don't think I would ever do something like that, right? But you can't deny that it's something very fascinating to watching media. You can't deny it. Like, there's a part of us innately that wishes that we could do that shit and get away with it, right? But because we know that you're practically a jail sentence away from living your life in a cell for life, or even dying while doing it, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why the majority of people stay away from that, stay away from going that way. Because if we could get away with it, I think we would indulge. Maybe that's the delusion that a lot of these gangsters, you know what I'm saying, is under. I mean, and you can see from the portrayal as well from this show, you can see that you can be, in a way, grandfathered into it. You get what I'm saying? You could be dragged into this world because of living condition, product of your environment, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. You still have a choice to seek out better, but you can be dragged into this as a kid, because kids don't know any better. Let's just keep it above. Kids don't know any better. Kids that are growing up, and if that's what they're exposed to, a lot of them would end up in that life because that's the influence that they're around. Guys that are putting guns in their hand and say, oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. You get what I'm saying? Remember in season 1 with, what's his name? Daniel? I can't remember his name. The dude that got killed because they sent him to go kill that other guy, and then he ended up having to run, and Ciro them was trying to find him because he was hiding. He didn't know what he was doing. He just wanted to be a part of it and got dragged into it. You know, Ciro used him to go kill this dude to create conflict between Genny and them, right? And everything just got blew out of proportion after that, right? It's incredible. It's incredible the way how they portray this. And I'm going to stress that throughout my review for the series, because we need more stuff like this coming out of Hollywood. Hollywood is just a bunch of woke crap. Keep them coming for me, please. Let me know if there's anything else out there. I love watching stuff like this, because not only does it create great discussions, you know what I mean? This is how far it went for me while watching Gomorrah, right? I've discussed certain things with my girl, discussed things with my mother because of watching this show. You know what I mean? My mom hasn't watched it. My mom can't watch stuff like this. She cringes too much. You know, she cringes too much. She can't watch stuff like this. It's too. She says it's too violent. So I don't tell her about what happens in the episode, but I would ask her questions about, you know, like, what if, you know, how would she deal with it if I chose a life like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, just hypothetical questions. Like, what if I had gotten dragged into stuff like this when I was young, into the drug game, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, selling guns or some crazy foolishness, right? What if I got dragged into stuff like that, whether it's because of peer pressure or whatever it is? You know what I'm saying? How would she deal with it? You know what I mean? Like, how would she deal with it? If she knew I was doing it, would she turn me in? You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of conversation that is stuff it creates these kind of conversations, because it's just like, you see the repercussions of it. From watching this show, you're looking at it and you're like, even you can't even trust. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even trust your closest friend in this life. Genny talks about it all the time throughout the series. Don't trust nobody. You can't trust anybody, because even the people that you think you can trust will turn around and betray you. Right? Just great discussions, man. Just great discussions. Now, let's talk about overall what this series has done and how much it is, right? What it did for me. Overall, I think Gomorrah is a great series, season 1 through 5, and the movie, hands down, is the greatest in-season movie that I've ever watched of any media form, even anime as well. And anime has some really good movies for shows that are still going on, right? But I'm pretty sure most of the people probably don't even know what I'm talking about, right? But if you do, you know what I'm talking about. I think this is one of the greatest in-season TV show movies of all time. The Immortal was just great. The structure and everything, the end, from beginning to end, from finding out that Ciro was still alive to the end when he met up back with Genny, was just great. It's just 10 out of 10 movie for me, right? So season 1 through 5 of Gomorrah was just great. It's just great, you know what I mean? And just overall talking about the things, the music, the sound, the score for the entire thing, the original soundtrack that they had for it, very compelling, very telling when things are going to happen and stuff like that. The build up, everything that the sound did for this was great. The cinematography, one of the best that I've ever seen. One of the best that I've ever seen. I've talked throughout the series about the cinematography and the direction of the episodes, right? About how they transition from scene to scene, and you see people will drive to scenes, and it's like you're there with them. They make you travel with the characters, and it makes you feel a part of what's happening. Mind you, you still feel safe sitting down in your living room or whatever, watching the show, but you feel like you're transported into the world. I felt like I was in Italy at times, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that figuratively, because it really does make you feel like you were there with them in that moment, right? It really does. So I love the cinematography, the way how they filmed it, the camera angles that they chose. Everything about this just made you feel closer to the characters, but also at the same time make you feel standoffish about the entire situation that's going on, because you're like, I don't want to be a part of this shit. Right? So crazy cinematography, hands down. Now, the best part, the part that you guys been waiting on, the story. What do I think of the story of Gomorrah? Right? The story of Gomorrah is great. You can tell. You can tell that I like this very much. The characters are great. The stories that they were telling through their portrayal of these characters is just awesome. I loved it. I talked about earlier about season 5 that I, even beginning of season 5, I was like, when Genny locked up Ciro, I was like, I hope that they're not going down the road of Genny versus Ciro. I was hoping that's not what it is, and they went down that road. Even though I did not want them to go down that road, they still did great with the storyline. I would have rather them show these two characters build an emperor. Something throughout the season, and then they have this new opposition that's coming in to take over, and they have to end up running or something like that, or maybe even with the same ending with both of them getting killed. I would have been fine with that, and that would have, in my opinion, would have been a better story for season 5, because it felt too much like a ping pong situation throughout the times, because it's just like, okay, we have these two, right, that you set up throughout the entire series as brothers. They've literally shot each other, right? They've literally shot each other, right? And they've moved past that because they love each other so much, right? And then in season 5, you pit them against each other after that great moment at the end of the movie. You get what I'm saying? So it was kind of iffy for me, but at the same time, I still enjoyed watching season 5, but I don't think it's the best season of the show. So, other than that, season 1 throughout the movie, absolutely, in my opinion, flawless TV. I didn't have no problems with it. Any decisions that were made by any characters, you know, I didn't have any problems with anything until season 5, right? The final season. Didn't have a problem with anything. So, all the characters were great, from Pietro to Ima to Ciro, Genny, everybody that was introduced, all the rival families and all of this other stuff, the Levantes, even though I hated the Levantes, you guys know, the two brothers, the nerd and the one that's always showing up, they both deserve to get killed. I didn't care for them either. Just everything, man. The story of them just trying to build this emperor. And of course, we have the naive Genny, like, that started out with the series, that didn't know what the heck he was doing. He was just trying to prove to his father that he can do it, and just making these terrible decisions with this little young crew that he had that's just misbehaving and just doesn't know what they're doing, and they're going up against the bigger dudes that keep putting them in their place until they end up getting killed. It's just following these characters. I think the characters were the story. You know what I mean? Because the story is told through their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, just awesome character development for Genny, Ciro as well. The other day somebody corrected me and be like, how are you talking about that Ciro is always loyal when he literally betrayed the family? Yes, I was corrected on that, and I'm sorry to say, you know, I was basically just in my emotions about the entire thing and wasn't even thinking about a lot of the stuff that Ciro has done, because not that he was perfect in my eyes, it was more of like, I saw all of the betrayal that people keep not giving him his props because he's been with them. You know what I'm saying? He wants that recognition. He's been with them for so long, and then now they just like kind of casting him to the side and stuff like that. I believe that was at like in at the end of season 1 and stuff like that. So I know it was weird for me to say that. And yes, I stand corrected. Okay, I stand corrected. Ciro was not always loyal. But when he got your back, he really does have your back. You know what I'm saying? Not because he says it, but I'm talking about, like, when it comes to Genny, unbelievably love that he has for this kid, right? And Genny knew that. And then when he came to realize it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've been through a lot together. I mean, you know, Ciro killed his mom and his dad, but the dad part of it was a little different, of course, because the dad's part was essentially Genny letting Ciro know where his dad's going to be and to get revenge for his daughter and stuff like that. So just everything. I think the story was told through the characters' eyes, and they did an excellent job of doing that. Because it was, if you're going to pick out the story by itself, right? If you're gonna pick the story out by itself, there's really not much to it. You get what I'm saying? If you're just gonna say, okay, what was the narrative of the show? The narrative was the characters. It was not, say for instance, okay, we're following this particular story, because there wasn't anything particular about the story to really follow. It was more of like, oh, crime organizations are fighting against each other, family versus family. It doesn't go any deeper than that when it comes on to just bare bones story, right? So the characters was the story. So that just makes it even more compelling, because you're like, okay, you're following this guy's you're following Jenny's journey, you're following Ciro's journey, you're following Pietro's journey, you're following Ema's journey, you're following these people when they get introduced, blue blood, you're following these people when they get introduced, and it just makes it, it makes you like, yo, what is he going to do next? What is he going to do next? How is he going to deal with this situation? How is he going to deal with this situation when it comes up? How are they going to deal with this rival family? How are they going to deal with that rival family? So it's just, the story is told through the characters, right? The story is told through the characters, and I loved it. I loved it. As I said, little hiccup in season 5, but it still worked for me. I didn't think that Ciro was going to die, right? I think I did say that I believe both of them is going to die at the end, but at the end there, they kind of tricked me. they kind of tricked me at the end there, because I thought he was gonna walk away from it, but the immortal is dead. It's a freaking oxymoron. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess some people might say it was a little underwhelming how they died, but I think it works. And the reason why I think it works the way how they died is because it's not dramatic. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a showpiece. It wasn't a TV show piece. It wasn't a movie piece. You know what I'm saying? The way how they died, it just died. You get what I'm saying? They just died. And that's how it is in real life. People just die, especially if you're in that. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no parade. It's not a parade. It's not fanfare. It's not looking good on camera. You know what I'm saying? Dying, looking good on camera, right? It was just, it's a flash, and it's over. You get what I'm saying? And they did that excellently. I would love to know, because it seemed like Ciro got sniped. So maybe that's a bit of a controversy right there, because it seems like he got sniped. I don't know if more people arrived. They didn't show more people arriving or anything like that. So it was, in that aspect, I would say they could have been a little bit more clear about who shot Ciro. You know what I'm saying? But it was very fitting that both of them die at the end. Very fitting. And that's what I was saying. I know that one of these characters is going to die. I said that at the beginning of the season. I think either one of them is going to die or both of them is going to die. But one of those possibilities is going to happen, right? So overall, man, I just enjoyed watching this. I'm so glad that I decided to watch this. It's been a long time coming. It was suggested a long time ago after when I finished watching The Sopranos, and it was great. It was great, and you know, I finally got to it, and we're finally here on the day when it ends. You know, we can sit here and argue about some of the decisions that were made for season 5 all day long. In my opinion, I think season 2 is the best season of the show. I think season 2, don't get me wrong, it gets better after season 2, but I still think that when you're talking about character-wise and the things that transpired in season 2, I think it's the best written season of the show, and I think it's the best performed season of the show. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that went down in season 2. You know what I mean? So much went down, from Genny coming back, you know what I'm saying? Coming back to see if, to come take revenge for his mom. Got to Ciro, didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? Ciro losing his daughter, him having to kill his own wife. It's just so much that happened in season 2. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that happened in season 2 that I think is my favorite season of the show. Pietro getting killed. Just so many raw moments of emotions that happened in season 2. Just so many raw moments. It was just awesome to watch. Awesome to watch. I loved it. So, this was great, man. I don't want to sit here because I could talk about this show all day. But this was such an awesome episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my reactions. And I once again thank you guys for tuning in every week and watching these episodes. And just showing love in the comment section when you can and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Don't forget to leave the show that you want me to check out. That you want me to check out in the comment section, so that I can have them on the list, so I know what to go through first and just enjoy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like the video, and as I said, don't forget to comment. I'll see you guys for the next one, whenever that is. Peace.